What's up, guys? Matocaster here, and today we are back in Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 because I just can't get enough. Loving this game. I figure I want to go do some barn finds, maybe. And if we don't find anything in the barns, maybe we'll do an auction or two or something. I'm open to whatever. I just want to find something cool to work on, pretty much. So let's head out to a barn. Let's just go with this one. I'm probably just going to go in a row all the way down. Oh, there's this one over here. Let's see what this barn over here has in store for us today. Guys, I hope you're doing awesome. I can't complain whatsoever. All right, and here we are. And ooh, what do we have here? This is a Mercury. Oh, that is a DeLorean DMC-12, I believe. DMC-12, indeed. We have ourselves a DeLorean. Well, I think that's just obvious. But then this Mercury, that could be turned. We could do something really cool with this. Should we just buy both at $30,677? We've got pretty much no swap options for the engine, V8 one carb overhead valve. As cool as this Mercury is, and I'm sure we're gonna come in, we're gonna find another one eventually. I'd like to find one possibly with more swap options than this current engine. It's not a bad engine, but it'd be cool to put a Hemi or something like that. I think we're gonna let this one. Oh, what is? This is like some sort of honey hole of a barn find. We have a second generation C2 Corvette over here. What is the details on this thing? Interior condition is 100%. They want 46,151. We've got a lot of swap options over here. Oh man. This one's a gem, that's for sure. I like it. It's black with red interior. Interior, yeah, the interior is 100%. This Corvette is amazing. But this DeLorean DMC-12, just unbelievable. So cool. Can I open? I see back here. I can. Oh, the engine cover. Won't let me lift the engine cover, but it's a DeLorean. When you find one, you buy one, right? 17. Okay, we're buying that. There's no questions asked. Buying that. Put it in the garage. This Corvette, though, that Mercury, oh man. This Corvette, I think, needs to come home with us as well. And look at all those swap options. Interior's 100%. 46,151. We're buying this car. And let's just put it in the garage as well. We'll set it off to the side, and I think that we know what our next video will be, is restoring that Corvette. Guys, I am stoked on this one. Let's head back to the garage and get to work. And here we are, and here's our, hey, okay, now I have an issue with this. The surface rust on a DeLorean. For those of you that know, DeLoreans are made of stainless steel. We'll call it like cat poop or something like that. Whatever, collects in some of those barns. Look at this Corvette. This was a score. This thing is fantastic. Okay, well, it's going to sit over here off to the side. Maybe, I mean, it's just perfect to have in the background. It's going to give us motivation to get on that thing soon and modify it. Maybe see what kind of trick things we can do with that. But for now, let's get on with the DeLorean DMC-12. Let's open the trunk here. And I can pull the engine cover off. That just takes everything off. That's fine. Let's see what we're working with here at the engine. Try to do some diagnostics. They do have this set up as an OBD vehicle. We're doing our scan, and what do we get? Spark plug's bad. Okay, that's not horrible. This thing might run. Let's see what else we got here. Can we do a compression test? That'll be the needs to be complete in order to perform this action. Okay, so it's not going to run for us right now. We'll have to find out what it needs. Fuel pressure test, see what we get out of this. Find out how our fuel system has fared. Fuel rail is pretty much shot. Both fuel rails. Fuel pump, it's actually not too bad. Let's run the multimeter so we find out what the electrical system. I see what's missing right now is a throttle body intake. At least that's one of the things that's missing. And we get starter V8. Okay, battery. The starter's pretty much shot. So maybe we can get this thing running enough to put it on the dyno to get a baseline and possibly get the test path done. So yeah, we need the throttle body. And what's missing over here? Timing cover. Timing cover B, V6 B. And we need, it looks like a fuel filter. And an exhaust. Manifold. Okay, I grabbed those parts and I'm thinking that I'm going to need some sort of filter. We'll find out. Some air filter. Got our fuel filter here. Put that on there. And let's get our exhaust manifold on. I'm excited to see if this thing will run. And put our front exhaust section. Oh, we got to get that on the lifter. Understandable. Put our throttle body on. And put our timing cover B. I guess we don't need any kind of filter system for the throttle body. Interesting. And our engine head cover. And we'll go get this thing on the lifter. Put that exhaust section in. And we'll be sure to check the oil. And get this thing, see if we can get it running. Alright, we're going to send you over to lifter A. Man, that thing's so cool. I just love the DeLorean so much. Part of my childhood, I suppose. Up you go. And get this piece of exhaust on there. Beautiful. I think that's all we need to do under here. Check to see if that oil is good. Come on down. Just gonna stick some oil in it just to be sure. All right. Let us see. Let's attempt to do a compression check. That'll tell us. Engine needs to be complete. Okay. Find out what we missed here. Okay, I'm gonna move the car back. It's awesome because they won't let you open the doors on the lifter, which, that Corvette's so cool. Which is fantastic because the gull wing right there. Let's get in this thing. It is modeled so well. Oh, that is fantastic. Still haven't figured out why it won't run. I'm just nerding out on the whole thing. I don't know. We know we're gonna have to replace that stuff anyways, so it doesn't really need to go on the test path because we know we're restoring this thing. So no big deal. Let's get it over back on the lift and tear into this thing. Now I'd like to start with the engine. Let's get the engine out. Move you to car lifter A. Go into the front, but we'll pretend that it went to the back. Actually, I need to disconnect from the transmission and all that. And I think it was a transaxle, so I'll have to, well, it is a transaxle, so I'll have to pull the axles out, most likely. Get these wheels off of here and get those transaxles out, or those axles out. CV shafts. You know what I meant. Pull that axle out. There we go. Now that's out. Grab the other one. And that one's out. So this theoretically should come out as one unit. I'm going to pull off that exhaust section there. And this new exhaust section here that we bought. And then see if we can just pull this thing out this way. Let's get this exhaust off of here. Just make some room. Bring you back down. It's just something about looking at a DeLorean. This will never get old. This is an exciting car. I might not sell this one. We do have to remove the gearbox. I was hoping it would all come out as one, but that's okay. Back up you go. Get this gear. Oh, we got to get the starter off first. Now we can pull the gearbox off. And that should be good. That should make them happy. Drain the oil from the engine. I always forget that one. Get that oil out of there. That fresh oil that I just put in. But that's okay. Okay, you go back to where you were. Now, let's try this. What, third, fourth time's a charm? Engine's out. Then they popped the front trunk for that. Let's stick the engine on the engine stand. So we'll put that there. Move this back to where it was. Okay. Now let's get to looking at this engine, start pulling it apart. Guys, I hope you're having a good day. I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate all the support that you have shown me lately. It's absolutely fantastic and truly appreciated. Obviously. This has been a mutually beneficial thing because I very much enjoy playing this game. I'm just really appreciate that you guys enjoy watching me play this game. I don't think I've pulled one of these apart before, the V6B. This is actually pretty cool. It's been a while since I've done anything with overhead valves, so that's kind of cool. It's a departure from the push rods, which I love, but it's nice to get a break every now and again. Gotta get this idler off. Yeah, this engine's pretty rough shape. We'll see how much of this we can repair. Get the alternator out of here. Power steering pump, get you out of here. What is preventing me from pulling? Oh, we gotta get this arm. Still can't pull that harmonic balancer. Oh, because this has to go. Makes sense. Oh, and of course the belt. And this tensioner. There we go. Now we can get you out of here. A lot of stuff on the front of this engine here. Cute little water pump. These cam gears off. Sorry about the phone going off in the background. The in-game phone, I've tried to find a way to shut that off. I can't. And I even tried to find a mod. It doesn't exist. So any of you modders out there, you want to figure out a way to shut that phone off in the background. And for those that may not know, it's for the customers calling to work on their car. But it's like just brake jobs and stuff like that, which is great for grinding away and making money in game, but when you get to the fun stuff like this, you just have to deal with it going off in the background, I suppose. At least it's not overly annoying. It's just annoying. Now the exhaust manifold's keeping us from pulling this head off. And what do we got here? The thermostat. How about that? There's the fuel rails that we know are in need of replacement or rebuilding. We'll find that out. We can even rebuild that. And then we can pull this head off. And we're down to the pistons. Awesome. So you guys have now seen this side pulled apart, so I'm not going to make you stick through that on the other side, and then we'll go fast motion. All right, well, in that teardown, I found out why we couldn't start our engine. That's because there was a coil pack missing that I did not find when we were looking. That's just okay. No big deal. We knew we were going to rebuild this engine anyway. Get this oil pan out of here. And here we are. Cute little V6. Start pulling these pistons out. I gotta tell you, it is so cool to be working on a DeLorean. It's a dream dream vehicle there for sure. Pull out this throw out bearing, get this clutch pressure plate off. We should be able to pull the crank out of here. Can't get the fly. Oh, because I have the clutch still. There we go. Now we can pull the crank out. There it is. Let's rotate this thing back over. Well, I guess we won't, because we'll come back to put that piston back on. Or the pistons back in. It's time to see what we can and can't repair for our DeLorean engine here. Just gonna go for all of it. See what we get. We got an achievement, regenerator. Alrighty. Look at our inventory here. We were able to get a decent amount. Still need to build a shopping list here. Oh, what are these middle mufflers? Oh, left over from the Cadillac. We need a rear muffler. Rear muffler D. Starter V8. Ignition coil, ignition coil, ignition coil. We'll need 4 of those. Spark plugs. Idler roller B, serpentine belt, idler roller A, idler roller A, idler roller A. Time to go on a shopping spree. Okay, I believe that's everything. That was quite the list of items that we needed. You know what? I want to build this engine in the car because it's a DeLorean. And we always build the engine on the engine stand. So let's build this engine in the car. Sounds like fun to me. Put the fuel filter into space. That's just going to sit there. Get the water pump on. Oh, not that one. This one. Power steering pump. And the alternator. And I thought it'd be fun, be different. We always build engines on the engine stand. Put our piston and rings together. Okay, got all those in. Let's go ahead and put the head on. Build up this whole side. Put in our spark plugs. Coils. Our cams in. Camshaft bearing, they call it. Put this one on this side. These little V6s are kind of fun. I think I'm just so used to building the V8s. It'd be cool too to get one of the Jeeps in here and do a inline 4. The old school Jeeps. I have yet to find one in the barn finds or anything like that. Cool, so we built up this side. Let's go ahead and put our manifold on. And might as well throw this exhaust out. That's accessible from underneath, guys. Cool. That's awesome. So we built up that one side. Not going to make you sit through the other side. I'm going to fast forward and I'll see you on the other side. All right. Here's our intake manifold. Get this other intake manifold on here. Put on our throttle, he calls it. Throttle body. And, oh yep, build up thermostat here. And we gotta go put on all those idler pulleys and serpentine belts and whatnot. We do our flywheel from underneath the car, it says. Get our cam gears on here, there we go. This would not be fun to build in real life inside the car like this. Especially up off the ground. It wouldn't let me put the wheels back on because I took those half shafts out. And it wouldn't let me put them back in without a gearbox. Get that new serpentine belt on there. Our tensioner. There was a lot more idler pulleys than that. Maybe they go on on top after I put these on. Well, I thought so. Oh, there's one. Okay, yeah, they do. Okay, it makes sense. I get it now. Idler roller B, and I think that does it. Oh, nope, fuel rails. That do it? That does that much at least. Now we can go underneath and put our piston rod caps on. Install our flywheel. Let's get this whole clutch assembly built. I didn't go with any hop-up parts just because it's a DeLorean. I just want to enjoy it in all its stock glory. Throw out bearing. And then, how did our gearbox come out? We repaired it. Fantastic. And then I did buy that starter. Where do you go? Right there. Throw our oil filter on while we're right here. Oh, forgot to put the manifold on that side. No biggie. That on there. Got the new rear mufflers. And were we able to repair? Well, we'll leave these off because we gotta work on the that whole section there. Let's get our rod caps on. And then we put on our oil pan. Okay, we still got to put that manifold on. Bring you down. There you go. Yahtzee. Looks like everything is in order. Now, before I forget, is it not gonna let me put oil in right now? There we go. Alrighty, taken care of. It's interesting that the brake master cylinder is back here. I thought, are there two? Interesting way of going about it. Let's take that off because probably going to need to rebuild that. See if we can rebuild it at least. Is there no cooling system in this? Is that all? I know it's not air cooled. We were able to repair it. Okay, get that guy on there. Let us move. Well, while we're back here, let's do the rear suspension first. I always do front suspension first, so. Let's shake things up, shall we? Let us start pulling apart our rear suspension. Get the caliper off, brake pad, brake, disc. Pull out our wheel hub bearing. Knuckle cover off. Upper control arm, they call it suspension something. Let's go ahead and pull out our shock. Bottom, they call it suspension arm. I suppose that's correct. And get that off of there. Guys, you know how it is. We're gonna fast forward this side. All right. Let us see what we can repair. Looks like we got a decent amount. Let's see what we were not. Then we'll go on a shopping spree. Okay, looks like we got it all. It's a simple little thing, this DeLorean. I'm digging it. Coming together nicely. Can't wait to drive this thing. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, cool. We were able to repair our half shafts. That's awesome. Simple little setup. We're going to need to see if we can clean up those wheels and tires. I know what I forgot to do. Let's get that taken care of right now. Do you know what I forgot to do? Yeah. Got to pull shocks apart. I know we're going to have to order some for that because I've never been able to repair any of the shock stuff before. I think it is unrepairable. But we'll double check. Never hurts. See what we get here. No items to work with. Yeah, I think they're just not repairable. See what they are. And that's all I need. I'll just order 2 of everything. There we go. Get you installed there. And yeah, further about that phone that keeps driving me nuts in the background. I did go into my config files and stuff, try to find the sound effect for it to delete it. I could not find it for the life of me. I think they do that to us to drive us nuts. All right, guys, you saw that one go together? See you on the other side. Okay. We're gonna have to pull apart those wheels and tires and get those taken care of, but we'll get there when we get there. I'm tired of looking at this thing all dirty. Let's get that taken care of. Get over here. Car lifter A. Use equipment, yes. All right, so that's all. The underneath and whatnots is all repaired. We just need to pull off these panels and get those repaired. Move that back to where he came from. Let's get that taken care of right now. Can I pull the door off with it? Okay, I sure can. That's got a few little spots. We'll take that off too. Repaired. That hood back on there, all pretty and shiny. See what the glass is. 98%. I'm happy with 98%. Not too worried about it. Doesn't have to be completely perfect. Nice we were able to repair the side mirror there. Okay, making sure that's all complete. Get this door on here. How's this glass? We don't have that glass. We need to buy DeLorean glass, don't we? So that's for the right side door. All right. Got our glass in. That one was tinted. The other one was not. But I like the look of the tinted. I'm gonna go buy tinted for the other side. There you go. Nice. Okay. Back up in the air we go. There, caliper off. Brake pads off. Wheel hub bearing. Upper control arm. Outer tie rod. Inner tie rod. Oh, need to pull our shock off. Oh, can't forget about the front end link. There we go. Front steering knuckle B. I'm going to pull out these bushings while I'm over here. Oh, there's a fuel tank. That's cool. Still haven't found a radiator, though. Okay, got plenty repaired. We were able to save the cross member, which is nice. Put our fuel tank in, and before I forget, fuel pump. Throw in our sway bar, steering rack. Oh, there we go. Inner tie rod. Outer. Nope, not yet, because we don't have our steering knuckle in. Outer tie rod. And this should come together pretty quickly from here on. Throw in our rubber bushing over here. Both of them. Lower control arm. I didn't even count how many rubber bushings I bought. I just bought a ton of them. Always run out of those things. You're always one or two short. And watch, now that I said that, I will be. Front end link B. Looks like I accidentally bought one extra of those. Oh well. They come in handy. Brake pads. Caliper. And I think that side is assembled. All right. That is taken care of. Time to pull our tires apart. Repair those wheels. Let us separate. Put some tires together. Tire mounted. Balance. Get going. Mounted and balanced. We want the two 35-15s back here, indeed. Oh, that looks so good. Then up here we want our 14s. Wonder if they're really like that on the DeLorean. I'll have to Google that. See if they're 14s in the front and 15s in the rear. The 14, there we go. And there we have it. Let's see what we have forgotten. There's always something that I always forget. Oh, not tune parts. Car status. Battery is bad. Then we've got front windows, rough shape. Front bumpers, rough shape. Front left fender. We'll pull those off the car and see what we can do about that. Okay, looks like we got all that repaired. Mount our rear bumper. Yep, that's repaired. Left taillight. Right taillight. We gotta get a license plate. I think I know what I'm gonna put on it. Out of time. Well, we'll do that when we do our conversion. Headlights. Okay. That's looking sharp. Oh, we got to take this window out. Okay, get the front window out. Replace that with our new one. Slightly tinted, smoked, if you will. Let's get our interior kit, cleaning kit over here. Interior detailing. This interior detailed. Yep. Because it says our front seats are a little rough. Yeah. Front left fender is 70%. Rear left fender, I haven't been able to, I can't get those off. I'm not sure how to repair that. And we already did the welder thingy. So if you guys have any tips on that, this DeLorean's going to be sticking around for a while. So I could get on that later. Seat 8, leather A. Man, that is beautiful. And those two together. Ah, something about a DeLorean. Okay. Let's do the interior. Disassemble. Get you out of here. Get you out of here. There we go. Got you. And this interior is modeled so good. It's so nice. We got to put this stuff back on, don't we? The engine cover. And the trunk. That is so cool. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, we'll find out if this thing will run. We don't have to worry about painting it or anything, do we? Let's shut the door. And send you over to the dyno. Now we'll find out if it shall run. Man, I can't get over it just looking at a DeLorean. In my garage. Well, in my gaming garage. Are you sure you want to proceed with the dyno test? Yes. Run dyno. Hey. She fired up. So it's probably going to make the factory power, I would guess, because we didn't do any modifications to it, because I wanted to do just a stock DeLorean. Then we'll modify it later. So yeah, right around there. Right in that ballpark. A little bit of loss. No big deal. And no need to put it on the test path, because, I mean, we've already replaced everything. Move it over to the garage entrance. I'm not going to worry about license plates right now. Because, like I said, we've got big plans for this car. It's not going anywhere. Let's take it to abandoned airport. Oh, I'm driving a DeLorean. Okay, now the smoked windshield might not be a great idea. Now that I'm seeing this, that's okay. Look at that. It's no powerhouse, but it's fun. It's a DeLorean. J-turn the thing. Yeah, it doesn't really like doing that. Got a little smoke show going. It's okay, I can go over 88 right now. And there is our DeLorean. Absolutely beautiful. Now let's take it to the, what was it? The racetrack. And we're off. And all of its 300 horsepower glory. Whoa, it is a little squirrely there. A little squirrely under power. Oh. Yeah, it's definitely a heavy car. You feel it. I mean, it's made out of stainless, so there's that. Oh, pop the apex there. Yeah, it does kick out pretty good, but it's controllable. It's not like absolutely ridiculous. I say that as I go out of control. I don't want to hurt my poor DeLorean. I know damage isn't a thing in this game, but be careful not to hurt it. Go through this little section here. I've actually never driven on this racetrack before. This is totally new to me. Because usually the cars I've built are the classic cars and stuff like that. They wouldn't do too well with this. Not that the DeLorean's doing exceptional. And here we go. Let's see what our lap time is. It does get squirrely. Really squirrely. We're gonna call it there. Don't hurt the DeLorean. Oh, almost. So, last lap, 1:24. That'll be the baseline. And that, folks, is a DeLorean in all its glory. Guys, this is not going anywhere. It is staying with us. It's a bucket list car of mine, so I'm going to keep it around for a good long time. And like I said, we are going to turn this into the time machine in an upcoming video. Should be shortly. Won't have to wait too long for that. We'll either do that first or the Corvette, one or the other. The Corvette is sweet. So be looking out for that, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Lets me know you care, and it's truly appreciated. Guys, thanks so much, and I'll catch you in the next one.